So once students have their 1A and they've written their topic sentence, then they're ready to write what we call a list sentence. A list sentence is going to be those 3 big ideas that they plan on talking about. So it's really easy to set this up in a format for them when they first start writing. And as they become better writers, they can kind of branch out from this form a little bit. The best parts of pizza are the blank, blank, and blank. So these would be the 3 things that I plan on talking about. And what I warn students about is whatever they decide to talk about here, they're going to have to create a whole paragraph about it. So they don't want to get something so detailed that they aren't able to add anything. So we talk about the crust, maybe the toppings, and see, I wouldn't be able to tell you very much about the sauce. I think I'd run out of things to say, so it's not what I would want to include. Crust, toppings, and the cheese. As students become better writers, we talk about adding in details. So the best parts are the crispy crust, the many toppings, and the ooey gooey cheese. Okay, then as kids go to write, and they're going to write about their 3 big ideas, we talk about, well, this is the first thing I listed here. This now becomes my first big idea. Okay, this is my next thing that I listed. This is my next big idea. Third thing I listed becomes my third big idea. Okay, and I list those as 2s. Eventually, they're going to drop the colors. I don't have mine right in marker. They just see me do it in marker. So eventually, they're going to see this format of 1A, 2, 3, 3, 3, and they're going to start to find a paragraph structure. Okay, then everything I say here, if this is about the crust, all of these also need to be about the crust. If this is about the topping, all of these also need to be about the topping. And same thing here. One of the hardest things for kids to break out of when they start this is, first of all, now I'm going to tell you about the crust is not a great introductory sentence. So we never start with something like that. Okay, we just go ahead and give a really good descriptive sentence of the crust and then give more details after that. The other thing that's hard for them to break out of is when they see this form and this structure, they start to think that their sentence needs to fit on this one line and their sentence needs to fit on this one line. So it's really good to model that when you're writing, your sentences are actually flowing to different lines. Older students, when they're ready to drop some of the structure, can do 1A. Maybe go ahead and write a topic sentence, but 2, they could list crust. They could talk about the thin and thick, the stuffed crust. Maybe you like the dough bubbles. And so older students can just write those ideas. When they go to transfer this into a full paper, they know to extend those out into full thoughts. My younger students actually go ahead and write their entire sentence on here, and when they transfer, will transfer their entire sentence. They just need that practice in sentence writing. They can't think from this level to a sentence yet. Okay, we talked about